You might want to brace yourselves for this one, folks, because today we have some shocking things to tell you about Tom Cruise and his ex-wife Nicole Kidman. It's all in Scientology Defector, Mike Rinder's new book, A Billion Years. My escape from a life in the highest ranks of Scientology. We're going to share appalling truths, unbelievable claims, and much more related to the former it couple of Hollywood straight from Rinder's book. Strap in. First off, did Tom Cruise's involvement in Scientology lead to his divorce with Kidman? To put it simply, kind of. Confused? Let us elaborate. It's no secret that Tom Cruise has been affiliated with the Church of Scientology since as far back as 1986. His first wife, Mimi Rogers, got him involved with the organization secretly, but in 1992, after several rumors, Cruise admitted to his involvement in an interview with Barbara Walters. Nicole Kidman obviously knew of the Scientology thing, having married Tom in 1990, but it didn't become a problem until they started working together on Stanley Kubrick's Eyes Wide Shut in 1997. Rinder explains in his book that the Mission Impossible star had started to ignore his church duties while filming the movie. Apparently, he wouldn't pick up Scientology head David Miscavige's calls. That's a big FU gesture if we've ever seen one. You can probably imagine how the church head felt about that. He wasn't about to let an A-list celebrity leave his organization now, was he? What Mr. Miscavige did was send one of the church's top executives, Marty Rathbun, to the UK for auditing Cruise. Auditing, for those of you who don't know, is a process in which your mind is cleared and relieved of negative energy by recalling the events of your life. Sounds sketchy, but it sure worked on Cruise. The actor slowly began coming back to the world of Scientology, and this is where the rift between him and his wife began. As Rinder writes, it created a distance between Cruise and Nicole. So then why didn't Nicole simply try to understand her husband's point of view and take an interest in Scientology herself? Watch on to find out. Let's talk about why Nicole herself didn't subscribe to her husband's ideology. It wasn't for lack of convincing on Tom's part, we'll tell you that much. He did exert his efforts in persuading his wife to join the Church of Scientology, and he was partially successful. Keyword partially. According to Rinder's claims, the Big Little Lies actress had a pretty nonchalant attitude about the whole thing and didn't really show any eagerness for the courses and auditing that Scientology offered. Then there was, of course, the whole aspect of Kidman's father being a psychiatrist. As is well known, Scientology pretty much condemns the psychiatric practice, arguing that it delivers improper care to its patients and that it gives rise to an over-reliance on psychiatric drugs. We're sure you remember Tom Cruise's shockingly controversial 2005 interview with NBC, in which he revealed his unfavorable opinions regarding antidepressants. Though Cruise got a lot of flack for that interview, it's one of the basic tenets of Scientology, and one that Nicole's family history didn't allow her to adopt. In A Billion Years, My Escape from a Life in the Highest Ranks of Scientology, Rinder even shares that Nicole wouldn't have been eligible to take part in the church's operating Thetan levels at all due to her family background, but it was only her status as Tom Cruise's wife that made it possible for her to get there. The OT levels are a status higher than clear and are defined as knowing and willing cause over life, thought, matter, energy, space, and time. Next, what did Scientology contribute to the couple's rift? There was quite a lot of shady stuff going on in the background. No wonder the Cruise-Kidman split has remained a controversy even now, decades later. For some reason, it became important for the church heads to remove Kidman's influence over Tom, enough so that they allegedly took drastic measures to eliminate that threat. Marty Rathbun was back at it again, working with Burt Fields, a Hollywood lawyer, to hire a literal private investigator named Anthony Pellicano to basically spy on Nicole. Rinder wrote that they tapped the actress's phone in hopes of finding dirt on her. Now, a church spokesperson has refuted this claim by telling Page 6 that the church never participated in any illegal wiretapping. But it's interesting to note that the PI, Anthony Pellicano, ended up serving over a decade sentence for offenses that included wiretapping, conspiracy, and illegal possession of explosives. Make of that what you will. Moving on, even the couple's kids were indoctrinated by the organization. Divorce always has a lasting impact on the kids, and this was never truer than in the case of the Hollywood couple's two adopted children, Isabella and Connor. Why, you ask? Well, because Reinders says that the children were instigated against their mom by church officials. Marty Rathbun all but indoctrinated them to L. Ron Hubbard's teachings of suppressive persons. If you couldn't already tell by the name, the suppressive person is someone who's been declared an enemy of the church and must be silenced. Imagine being taught that that's your mom. It was also during this time that Cruz started openly supporting Scientology, now that his wife's negative influence had been discarded from his life. Leah Remini, another church defector, in her 2016 book Troublemaker, Surviving Hollywood and Scientology, wrote about an incident where she'd shared a shuttle with the 60-year-old actor and his kids after his wedding to Katie Holmes in 2006. Remini reports having asked the children if they got to see their mother much after their parents' divorce 5 years ago. Bella's response is sure to shock you. She said, "Not if I have a choice. Our mom is an effing SP." The Scientologists sure did a thorough job with their indoctrination, because we definitely don't know any kids who talk about their mother this way. Essentially, the church has done some pretty questionable and borderline illegal, or maybe completely illegal, things surrounding Nicole and Tom's marriage. Even though Cruz is still involved with the church, we're glad no more damage has been wreaked in any other couple's lives through it, or none that we know of. Now, on to other related news. First off, Cruz lives up to the action star role by arriving in London via helicopter. If you're an avid action movie watcher, you'll know that filming for Mission Impossible 8 is already underway. And as always, Mr. Cruz is at the helm of the movie, even now at 60 years old. Recently, the actor had to fly into the UK for filming, but the actor never does anything without his personal flair. This time, it was his entry on a helicopter that drew everyone's attention. You can't be a Hollywood heartthrob and arrive at your movie set on a boring airplane. It's basically a requirement to travel exclusively by helicopter. We're kidding. We don't know any other actors who make their entries to a film set as dramatic as the Top Gun star did on Thursday. And not only that, but Cruz was also the one piloting the copter. There was a secondary pilot, but up on the controls, it was all Tom. Clad in a casual dark navy jumper and jeans with a black backpack in hand, he looked like the action movie star incarnate. Mission Impossible 8 is set to release on July 7th next year, and we can't wait to see all the splendid performances. Next up, want to know the secret to Nicole Kidman's age-defying beauty? The magic is all thanks to Topical Revolution, the skincare brand for whom Nicole is a brand ambassador and strategic partner. Yes, celebrity beauty and skincare brands have been taking over, and yes, they're often not as good as they're cracked up to be, only relying on celeb endorsement rather than quality. But you might want to think twice about this one. Kidman shared, "The technology and science behind the Revolution line are so advanced beyond anything I've seen. I have to tell you, each product is so special and unique, and I know you will love them as much as I do." She also revealed that her favorite product from the anti-aging plant-based line was the Gleaming Brightener, a silky exfoliant with the most delicious pineapple scent. It contains vitamin C and licorice root in order to gently target hyperpigmentation, age spots, texture, and collagen production. Get that bad boy now for only $36. Last but not the least, deepfake trailer shows Tom Cruise donning an Iron Man suit. Unexpected crossover, right? The Top Gun Maverick star has had nothing to do with Marvel ever, and yet last year, rumors started circulating about him appearing as a character known as Superior Iron Man. Recently, YouTuber Strider HD created an epic fan trailer using deepfake technology to give fans a glimpse of what Tom Cruise would look like in the Iron Man suit. He's used footage from Iron Man to create a trailer for a supposed Iron Man 4, putting Cruise's face over Robert Downey Jr.'s. You have to watch the video yourself to see how creepily realistic it looks. Maybe Marvel is trying to sneak in Easter eggs about upcoming projects through Strider HD. We wouldn't put it past their marketing team. That's a wrap for this video. That was all the news about Mark Reinders' new claims regarding the Cruise-Kidman split we had for you today. Do you think any of his information may be fabricated in order to defame his former church? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.